Should global businesses have a code of ethics, or should businesses have a code of ethics? Really funny. I thought they always did, or always should have. We have confused a prosperity agenda with a money agenda. What we have been doing has been a money agenda, and that's why it ran into a wall. That's why it didn't work. A money agenda is no agenda at all. America is not everything. It's not even most things, but it is a great example of some things. It's a great example of what one CEO of Accenture called America's special sauce. And that special sauce is, I believe, the power of the idea. What do I mean by that? Ted Turner, the founder of CNN, he didn't wake up in the morning and said, I want to be rich and powerful. Steve Jobs, the founder, the de facto founder of Apple and the innovator for iTunes and iPhone and iPod, he didn't wake up in the morning and say, I want to be rich and I want to be powerful. Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, didn't wake up in the morning and said, I want to be rich and I want to be powerful. And you can go on and on with these examples. The point is, Bill Gates did not wake up in the morning and say, I want to be rich, I want to be powerful. They said, I have an idea. I've got this idea and I'm passionate about this idea, and it's going to empower people. It's going to empower people with 24-hour news, or it's going to empower people with a better way of living, or it's going to serve and help people help themselves in some significant way. And it caught on as a positive epidemic. They worked it because they were passionate about this idea, and as a result of it becoming successful, they became immensely wealthy and powerful. But if you talk to these folks today, they're still passionate about the idea. Klaus Schwab, 35 years after founding the World Economic Forum, is passionate about the idea. We've lost that. You have people who call themselves entrepreneurs, who call themselves CEOs, who takes a dollar bill or the rand or the pound or whatever currency, the euro, and they slice it up into pieces and call that entrepreneurship. That's not entrepreneurship. It's not creating value. So should there be a business ethic? Of course there should. If you don't have one, you don't have a business. You have a slot machine, but at some point that's going to turn against you. So we really have two choices. There's love and there's fear. And what you don't love, you fear. And the reason that the world is all screwed up is that most leaders today lead by fear. And fear's first cousin is greed. Greed's best friend is laziness and short-termism. And all that feeds into this, I want to get paid money agenda that has slammed us into a global economic wall. So we need a hard reset. We need to get back to the power of the idea. We need to get back to a long view. We need to figure out how to do well and do good and make capitalism and free enterprise actually relevant to the poor. Make capitalism and free enterprise actually work for the poor. We need to spread a movement of not just civil rights, but silver rights. Because if you don't have a bank account and an understanding of money and free enterprise and financial literacy in the 21st century in the global economy, you are an economic slave. So if you didn't have the right to vote in the 20th century, in the century of democracy, you are a slave. And if you don't have understanding of free enterprise and capitalism in the system and ability to access it in the 21st century, you're still an economic slave. So we need to empower people where they use this crisis, rainbows after storms. This is business ethics now, of empowering people so that you treat your clients like relationships and not as transactions. If every banker had lent money to their borrowers as if it was their grandmother, you probably wouldn't be in this mess that we're in today. A global call for a massive uptake of financial literacy, education, and empowerment around the world will create stability, will restore consumer confidence, will allow us to have a business that is sustainable and will help empower people to be their own best advocate and protector for their family. You heard it here, YouTube at Davos, and it's cold here, but it's warm in this building with all this energy and passion for trying to make the world a better place. Rainbows after storms.